it's Richard, this Games Freezer. Today, my friends, we are back. We're back with another 10-minute taster, and this time we're over on the Nintendo Switch. And we're playing a game that I played a long while ago, back on when I had an Android tablet, and I bought Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, on that. And I played it, I loved it. But I never completed it back then. So this Reforged version has come out. It came out, I think it was late last year or early this year. Can't remember now. Anyway, it's been on my playlist for a while, just to get a taster for what they've done with it and how they've remastered it, let's say. And just to have a look and see how it plays now in the year of our Lord 2025. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump into a 10-minute taster, give you some first impressions, and we'll see how we go. Right, so let me press new game now. See how we go. Okay, choose your preferred gameplay style. I don't remember this from the other version. You can change these settings at any time. Enjoy the interactive story at your own pace. Incidental actions you've tried before are removed. Don't know what that means. Automatic hints for gentle guidance during play. Or classic original adventure game experience, keep track of repeat actions by yourself. Oh, okay, manual hints only. I think from memory, now thinking back, I'm sure it was in the last one where you had hints when I played it anyway. So let's go with the story version. And we're going to click on OK now. And then see how we go. Okay, press A to walk about. So obviously we haven't got a touch screen at the moment or a mouse, so this will be interesting to see how this works. So A is like the mouse button, by the looks of it. Move cursor to find points of interest, so that's going to be with the analog stick. Whenever something interesting, actions will pop up. Yeah, I remember those action icons. Press A to interact, so that's all on A. Press Y to examine. Okay, A and Y, yeah. And press the D-pad to show the menu bar. Access menu options, game help and controls help here. Okay. Right, let's get started.
Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Can't remember if it was voiced. Just trying to think whether it was voiced last time I played it. So I think from what they've done with it, they've created like a 4K visuals mode, you know. I mean, obviously we're playing it on a Nintendo Switch at the minute, so we're not going to achieve that, but basically everything's going to be a bit crisper, I think, from what I've read up on it, but we'll see. Obviously the story is going to remain the same, and from the way they explained that little intro there of how the controls work, I think they'll be exactly the same as well. Some cracking music with this, just the setting of Paris is perfect. Absolutely spot on. This lovely kind of colour scheme that they've got going on. I remember this clown. There you go. What an opening, eh? What an opening. Right, so...
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
Okay, right, so look, I'm in control now. So what are we looking at? So let's have a look at the umbrella.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened. The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
How did an umbrella protect you from a bomb blast? Okay, let's go and have a look at the table.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence. The table had been overturned by the explosion.
This guy here. I think I should actually go into the cafe if I'm honest.
Please, hold it right there. Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, eh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant. Move. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
No, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
There you go. So I think previously I would have gone straight to the cafe anyway. But trying to leave the scene forces this by the looks of it.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur, but I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tatin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Did I see the deceased enter the cafe? Yes or no? Should we go with... We're not going to lie. We're going to go... No, actually, let's lie. No.
No.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Do I grass up the clown or not? No, I'm not going to grass the clown up.
I'm sorry, Inspector, I didn't.
It never ceases to amaze me how unobservant the public can be. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She says the killer was disguised as a clown.
A circus clown? Did you see him, monsieur?
No.
I
Sticking
told
to my,
you, I didn't see a thing.
So, be warned that I, Augustin Rousseau, never rest until I reach the truth. You are my winkle, monsieur, and I'm not afraid to use the pin. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great
point.
advice.
Fair point.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
There you go. Right, so we've got a business card into the inventory by the looks of it. So how about I look in the inventory? Oh look, there it is, pets. So I've got Rosso's card. So let's have a look at it with Y.
The card read, Augustin Rosso, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Oh, I can't do anything with that right now. Okay, so B to close, yeah. Okay, let's go and chat to my friend here. Oh, how did I end up over there? Can I talk to this guy? Yeah, I can.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Oh yeah, what's this then? So I can ask him about the guy with the...
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Did. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Fair play, me old son. Fair play.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Right, I need to go back here. So I'm going to chat to her in a minute. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything else around here. Oh, here we go, newspaper. So let's go and have a look.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
Okie doke. Let's go and get it.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Right, there's something else in the inventory. You found an item. New controls help is available. View this now. Let's have a look, see what it's saying. Press X to see your items. Yeah, I know that. Press Y to examine an item. Yeah, I know that. Press Y to... Yeah, okay. Press... to use an item, press A to first carry it, and then move over something and press A again. Okay. To combine, use them on each other. That's it. Right, cool. Okay, right. So it's time to talk. Oh, I've gone that way again. That's frustrating. This is the problem when you're using a
Excuse me, mademoiselle?
His voice is strange. I don't know if it's been like over digitized or what, but
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right. On holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Well, what's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
wowza. Right, so what are we saying? Let's talk about the clown.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English from America.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say we're deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. See you again, I hope.
Adieu, monsieur.
Nicole struck me as being a typical Parisian woman. Attractive, sensuous even. But with an alarming taste in clothes.
What? Right, so which way can I go? Can I go this way? Can I talk to this dude as well? Have a word with him. See what he's saying.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken. Excuse me, Sergeant.
You are the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah, so the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make that out?
The time of the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so.
There you go.
See you later, Sergeant.
Right, so which way am I going? This way or that way? Let's go this way. Oh, what's that? Hang on. Lamppost. Let's look at the lamppost.
It was an iron lamppost.
It sure was.
I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair.
You know what it could do with is when you get near something you can examine a bit more of a pronounced sort of
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right. The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
Okay, right. I'm gonna go this way. Through there. Come on. Where am I going? You know the best thing is, even though I've played this before, I never solved the mystery, so this is all new to me again. I mean, this was years ago when I played it, so...
It was a battered old trash can.
I'm enjoying uncovering it all again, and I'm pretty sure it didn't have voiceover, so this all feels new, even though I've played it before.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Boxes.
I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
Okay, about... So I'm going to check this trash can.
It was a battered old trash can.
Yep, definitely. Anything in it? Oh, el gato! Right, anything else around here? There's a crate. There's always something in there.
There was nothing of interest.
Oh, maybe not this time then. So, there's that, and that, and then there's this. So the manhole cover. It's got them clicking gears, so I'm assuming that I can do something with it.
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
So I need something to lever it up.
It was a
with,
heavy cast iron cover.
So there's a little puzzle piece that popped up just before that. Must mean it's part of the puzzle. Right, okay, so thing for me to do now is to go and get something that I can lift that manhole cover up with, I reckon. I reckon it will probably be down this way. Tent?
It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting.
Toolbox, there we go.
Hey, stop that! Get away from there!
Alright, here we go.
What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
Are we? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your point.
Okay, so let's try. Got Rosso's card, so give him the newspaper. So the newspaper plus workman, that works pretty well.
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Ah, look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Yeah, save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say.
Jeez.
All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those.
Oh well.
Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that knife.
What about your toolbox?
Study. Help yourself.
Okay. So, what we're gonna do? Right. So I'm going to go and have a look in the toolbox. First of all,
I found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
yeah, of course. Then we're gonna highlight that guides your progress. How frequent will you like these to appear? Just put often. There we go. Right, okay, so telephone. So check this old telephone.
It was a huge and weighty looking engineer's telephone.
Pre-mobile phone days, eh? So this was 1999 this was set, apparently. So I'm not so sure that those were about then, were they? Thought we had mobiles by then. Maybe they just weren't so widespread. Saladin 1345. Right, okay. What exactly am I looking at? Ugh, that's weird. I don't know if that's a crash or what, but that seems odd. I can't get out of this. Is it loading? Wow. How odd. Oh, okay. I still don't know what I'm doing. Saladin 13 for 45. This is weird. I'm not sure what's happened there, but I've probably a good time to call a halt to the 10-minute taster. This is bringing back great memories. Getting lost in this again, it's going to be fantastic. Because again, like I say, it's oh look, I can come out. Look, it's down at the bottom. There's a little. I didn't see it. Couldn't see it down there. There's a little icon, but I will call a halt to the 10-minute taster still. Yeah, it's bringing back loads of kind of faint memories of me playing this previously, which is fantastic. And it looks good, it sounds good. And I'm looking forward to kind of working through this now. Probably 10 or so years, probably longer than that, since I previously played it, and actually getting to the end of it and completing it.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
As a treat, before I finish up on the 10-minute taster, I'm going to show you me using the sewer key on the manhole cover and seeing what we find down there. Go on, my son. Yes. Good stuff. And there we go.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Right, we're going in. We're going in. I don't even remember doing this last time. I must have, because I've got past this bit. Definitely. Man, none of this is ringing a bell, if I'm honest. I must have done this bit. Right, okay, so now I'm in the sewer. I think... Oh look, there's a Red Bull. Not a Red Bull and vodka. Just a Red Bull. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the 10-minute taster.
Red plastic ball sat incongruously on the slippery green slime floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
Clown's nose.
It was the clown's red nose.
Alright. There we go. What's it doing in the sewer? Nobody knows, unless a rat took it. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the 10-minute taster. Oh, what's that? If you have, please press like. Please subscribe to the channel. Really helps us get new things into the Games Freezer to take a look at just for you. I really enjoy doing these, and we enjoy everything we do on the Games Freezer YouTube channel and on the website. Remember to follow us over on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram and Twitter, we're at Games Freezer. Over on TikTok, we're the Games Freezer.
It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Oh, grim. Cold and greasy, right. We're also over at www.gamesfreezer.co.uk.
The railing was put there for a simple reason: to stop people getting past. It worked.
And we've had the website over there for more than 10 years now. It must be 12 years. So head over there to see plenty of content that we've amassed. We put everything we do over there, so you can take a good look. Right, scrap of material.
It was a small scrap of a claw caught on the resting spike.
Okay, so you'll be leaving me pulling a piece of cloth.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Popping it in my pocket. Until next time, my friends, it's goodbye.